Not only did he clock out early, God looked at you and was like, there have to be like some ugly people on earth. Send like that. I feel like some that's like incel men. Right. I got a podcast. Add to the no. Hello, party people. Welcome to the very first episode of I'm Screaming. Woo! Applause. And today I have a very special guest, very dear and near to my heart, Miss Drew. Woo! Oh, how the tables have turned.
They really have.
Yeah, how does it feel being in that chair?
I feel relaxed.
Do you want to know what we're going to talk about today?
Sure.
The climate crisis. like
As we should.
Yeah, climate crisis. We're going to be talking about incel men.
My favorite.
Yeah, no, me too. We're also going to be talking about your birthday, which
Fun.
just passed. So how was that? How old did you turn, by the way?
27.
Don't let them know that.
Which
22.
Honestly, I'm glad to let them know that. I think that a lot of times people think I'm like 19. I can't tell you how many comments I got. They were like, I thought you were like 20, 21.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, that's the skin,
I feel like,
babe.
no, when I first met you, that's exactly what I thought too.
Yeah.
Do you get ID'd a lot when you go places?
No, never. That's why I'm like, I think it's because my big titties.
Oh, word. Get it up with the titties. Yeah, no, I get ID'd everywhere.
Well, yeah, you look really young. That's
I know.
why. But you're tall too, so, and I'm gargantuan, so
I mean,
don't
with
know
a good
why.
platform, you can stomp on anyone, I guess.
I'll do
But
it with or without the platform.
I actually
babe.
make people ID me now.
Do you?
After I turn 21, I get so mad when they don't. I'm like, check the ID. I went to like an art gallery and they were handing out like wine.
Yeah.
And they were just like handing out drinks. And I was like, aren't you going to check my ID? And he was like, the guy handing out drinks was like, no. And I said, I think you should.
He said, babe, I don't get paid enough for that.
He was like, I don't like my job. Just take the damn drink. I was
Yeah.
like sliding him my ID, like, look at it, please.
That sounds like you have a fake. Have you ever had a fake? Allegedly.
Allegedly. Actually, let's unpack this. So I did have one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it out there. I did allegedly.
Do as I say, not as I do. You
Right.
know?
That's such a do as I say, not wait.
See, that's the 27-year-old in me.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Mm-hmm.
That
So don't get a fake.
don't get a fake. When I got my fake, I like was filling out everything, and the one part was like the gender, so I put like M for male.
Yeah.
I only ordered one fake. I don't know if they looked at me and they were like, what the hell is that? Because I literally had makeup on in the photo. They were like, what is that thing? They sent me 6 IDs, 3
Just
male,
in case.
3 male, 3 female.
Maybe
And
they're just covering the bases. They're
yeah,
like,
they were
just in
like,
case.
we don't know what you are. Just take the IDs. And I was like, okay, thanks, guys.
You ordered it from where? AliExpress?
AliExpress? No, I ordered it. Actually, I'm not going to say where because I'm not going to give out information.
That fraudulent information.
Yeah. Why would I allow people to know where I got my fake so they can go out and get one?
You know what? Never let them know your next
And
move.
if they get pulled over and they hand them a fake on accident, they're like, oh, and the cops are like, where did you get this? They're like, someone online told me to get it. Then you just took us both out.
Right. My fake was not really a fake. It was my sister's.
Oh,
But
you're
it was
so
like
lucky.
before. But the thing said I was 5'3".
Oh.
I'm not 5'3".
No.
But she was really tan. It was like the saturation was up so high, and I'm a lot tanner than her. So I was like, all right, this will work. Like, I'll just tell them that I was like 16 when I got it, that I was 5'3", then now I'm 6
You
feet.
had a growth spurt.
Yeah, I was like, I grew 7 inches in 2 years. It's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And so my mom sent it to me because I was going to school in Hawaii. And she said, I'll send it to you, but like the only thing is if you get in trouble, like if I get arrested or something,
Like-
she goes, don't call me.
Nope.
And I was like, deal. I'll roll that
Did you ever
dice.
get caught?
I did, but he took it from me and then he marked my hands with like the big X's. I gave it to him on accident. You're talking about giving it to him on accident. I gave him the wrong one on accident because he only had to be 18 to be there. It was a concert.
Oh.
So then I gave him the wrong one. I couldn't ask for it back. And then he marked my hands and then I was like, oh, you forgot to give me my ID. And then he goes, well, I'm going to hold on to this. And then whoever it belongs to, she can come and get it. And then I was like,
Oh.
And he said, you should go in there before I change my mind. I was like,
okay, yeah, no,
yeah,
I'm going.
all right. And I will. And I did.
I had my fake confiscated as well.
Same.
At an 18+ club. It was 18+.
See,
I was 20.
Are you just copying my story?
No. Bill, but get ready for this one. So I go up to this man and I was like, here you go. And he goes, my ID was like so flimsy, like you could actually bend it like paper. And he goes, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, it's my ID. And he was like,
the way you have to lie, and it's so cringe. Like
yeah,
you're just lying.
Like,
you're like, no, like that is me.
And I tried lying so hard. Like I was like, I have a flight to catch tomorrow. Like I need that ID. Like you don't have to let me in, but at least let me keep the ID. And he was like, show me your real ID. And I was like, okay.
You know what? You got me.
I was like, yeah. But I was like, there's no use fighting it. Like we both know the truth. I know I'm lying.
And you left.
I stayed,
humbled,
which was like humiliating. And I was like, fine, I'll just stay and I'll just try. Got the big ass X's on my hand. I went inside. Yeah. I found like a Purell machine and I was like, please come off, please.
There used to be this bar that we would go to when I was in college, and this is after my fake is gone.
Oh,
and it was just, in my friend group, it was just me and one other girl that were under 21 at that point. It was just so frustrating. But my friends would go in, get the stamp, and then they would come right back out and immediately press it to my hand to try and like get it to transfer.
This
is not a tip. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
They're way too advanced now. You can't do it now. But like she did it to my hand and it worked. It went on perfectly. And she's like, yeah, let's go. And then when we went up, the guy goes, why is it on your left hand and not your right? And she didn't check that. And then I go, I don't know. And then he goes, I'm going to need to see your ID. I go, my friend has it in there. Me just lying.
Yeah.
He goes, I was like, my friend literally has it. Like, if you let me go in, I'll go get it. He goes, no, tell her to come out here. I was like, she has my phone too. Me just constantly lying.
Yeah,
I was like, throw me another one.
You're like, I got this. We're on a roll. Like,
and then he was like, there's literally no way someone put it on your left hand because that's not what we're supposed to do. I go, how's that my job? I said, you tell the man who did it.
Like, that's not my job.
He goes, who was it? I go, I don't. He's in there probably.
Girl, at that point, I would have just been like,
me just like, I felt like I committed to the bit for so long.
Yeah,
I like, just gotta like see it through.
Yeah, you were like, I got this far, bitch.
I was
Might as well.
Like it's improv at that point.
Yeah. Yes, improv.
Yeah.
Did you do theater?
I did do theater. Yeah, I did a year in high school and I did a year in college too.
Oh my god, I did theater every year of high school. Well, I went to like a vocational school.
You look it.
Get the hell off my show. Like you have been uninvited.
That's a compliment.
Oh, I look like I don't think I've ever heard someone say you look like you do theater and then had the person on the receiving end of that be like, thank you. Like ever in my life. Like I don't think that's ever happened.
I meant it as a compliment.
Oh, well, thank you.
I did theater too. Come on. All right. Come on.
I actually got flown out to Nebraska when I did theater.
Did you?
Yeah,
we
had okay. I can tell. Yeah. Oh, how the tables have turned.
Yeah, there you go.
I got flown out. Did I ever tell you about the first time I took a flight?
No.
Girl, I flew with Spirit.
Did you? Down bad.
Yeah, I get why they call it Spirit.
Because you have to pray to a higher spirit.
No, because by the time you're off that flight, like a part of your soul is missing. Like they take it from you.
You become a spirit.
No, you do. Like you might as well. When I was, so it was for it's called like Thespian Society. I was president of mine.
Fun.
You were like, clearly, bitch, you were president. So I was president of my Thespian Society, and I ended up getting flown out to Nebraska with my friend because we made it to finals. So we had states, and then we had finals in Nebraska. My first ever flight, I was so nervous. And when I'm nervous, I chug water because my mouth gets so dry. And I'm like, let me chug.
Interesting.
I get on this plane. First of all, like we didn't even have like the overhead bins. I'm not joking. You know, like nets?
Yeah.
You had to like shove your bag in over the net and then pull the net from under your bag and lift it up. I was like, they want us to die.
Did you also have to fly the plane?
I might as well have. The way they were flying,
we had pass out the snacks too.
No, I might.
They said everyone needs to pitch in.
Everyone, like you paid for the flight was $15 for a reason. Like, come on, get your money up, guys. You have to pay it off. It's like a loan. And I'm on this, I have to pee so bad. Like actually the worst I've ever had to pee in my life. And I asked the flight attendant, and I was like, can I use the bathroom? And she was like, not until the seatbelt light is off. And I was like, can I please just go? She was like, you can do whatever you want, but just know that I told you when the seatbelt light is off, you can go.
Got it.
And I said, okay, I'll just hold it.
Yeah.
I'm holding my pee for dear life. We finally reached that altitude where the light turns off, and I'm like, let me pee. I sprint to the bathroom. You know when you're like going and it's like you have to go so bad that once you start, there's no
You can't
stopping.
stop, yeah.
Like there's no like, let me just try to hold. No,
Tap turned
it
on.
was like, psh, like straight up. I get into this bathroom. I am doing my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not even like halfway done going. And all of a sudden I hear, bing, and I'm like, what the hell is that noise? I look up, seatbelt light turns on, and I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
When I tell you we hit the worst turbulence I've ever hit in my life, and I was peeing when we were hitting
You
the
just
turbulence.
spray in the room.
Oh, spraying like a hose.
Like a
I
cat?
was flying around the room. Like I was flying around this bathroom. I was hitting the walls. I'm pretty sure I walked out with a concussion because I was like flying up and hitting the ceiling. Like when I tell you, like I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Fighting for your life.
Worst turbulence. I walk out of the bathroom and I was like, I have to
I
tell
wouldn't
someone.
go in. Did you say, oh, someone did that before I went in there?
No,
Like a classic, like if you poop and someone's about to go in there.
I was like, I need to own up to this because that's just the type of person I was like, let me tell a flight attendant. So I'm looking for a flight attendant and I get the flight attendant and she's like, okay, I'll send someone. It happens. It's a regular thing. It's happened before.
Well, that's
I was
nice.
like, okay, well, like at least you understand. While I sit down, I bump into my friend. She wakes up and she's like, I have to use the bathroom. I said, you don't want
I wouldn't.
I was like, no, like the light just turned off.
That's where you lie.
Yeah,
Commit to the bit.
that's
Be
what-
like, someone destroyed it in there. I don't know who
See,
did that.
I didn't think that all the way through. I was more in the mindset of like, oh, but the seatbelt light just turned off. You don't know when it's gonna turn back on again. She was like, no, like let me go. She goes to the bathroom literally right before the flight attendant could even get there. I see this flight attendant kind of, it wasn't like a bucket, but it was like spray and like a roll of paper towels, like walking over to the bathroom. I said, oh my God.
I'm surprised they didn't make you clean it yourself.
I was surprised too. I was like, you know what, you guys are like, I was like, thank you guys. Like, I really appreciate this. They walk over to the bathroom and they're just waiting for my friend. My friend walks out, comes back to the seat. So loud. She goes, Spencer, someone pissed all over the bathroom walls.
She's like, so disgusting.
I literally was like gripping the seat with my hands like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, please take it back. I was like, no
That's
way.
where you lie.
That's when I lied more. I was like, there
Lie.
is no way in hell that happened. I was
oh
like,
my God, people are
so
so
disgusting. I was like, that's so gross.
People are so gross.
I was like, people need to like get a grip on reality because that's disgusting.
can you believe someone would do that?
Lo and behold, like I'm sitting there, like literal stains all over my leg because of how, like when I tell you I peed so much,
Little
like
piss boy.
call me that again. But like, come on. Drew's like, I'm uncomfortable. Oh my gosh.
I've been feeling it. Have you?
The Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah. She's so in Gatorade. It's crazy. She's affecting me. I had like 2 mental breakdowns last week.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't have any.
Oh, it's coming then.
No, it might as well because
I'd rather have mine early on in the retrograde
than
you know what
later
I mean?
on.
Diagnose, move on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be coming soon.
Yeah.
Because like for the past 2 weeks I've been waking up so early and I've been like getting my shit together. Today.
Yeah.
So I have an alarm clock. I'm a heavy sleeper. Like I
Yeah.
mean like if a bomb went off outside my apartment complex,
Yeah.
out. Like I'm not waking up to it.
Yeah.
So I decided, because I kept missing like so many meetings and so many like things I had to do. And I was like, you need to get your shit together.
Mm-hmm.
What better way to do that than get a vibrating alarm clock? So I get this alarm clock that basically just vibrates my entire bed. And I don't
That
know how.
sounds soothing.
No. I actually feel like the San Andreas fault has ruptured and I'm sinking into the ocean. And I don't know how. I have my alarm clock set for 7.
Okay.
I woke up at 8:50 this morning to my bed vibrating and I was like, you cannot be telling me that this has been vibrating for 2 hours and I slept through this.
I feel like I'm not a very heavy sleeper.
Really?
I think I'm like a middle of the road sleeper. Like I'm not a light sleeper, but I also not a very heavy sleeper. I'm like right in the middle.
I feel like I'm a light sleeper
Depends.
when I'm like excited or
yeah,
nervous.
that's true. I feel that. Like if I know I have things to do and like my brain is working overtime, it's really easy for me to wake up like quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm exhausted, I'll still wake up. Like
Really?
yeah, I don't know.
You know what helps
It's
me
an
wake
old man
up?
in me.
There is.
There.
I always knew I liked you. I've always been into older men. You're like, please stop touching me, please.
I'm like, I'm only 27, babe.
There's an old man in all of us. What was I gonna say? Mercury was in retrograde
during
VidCon
and during VidCon.
And during VidCon,
we ran into each other
constantly.
every day we were there. At one point, I told Spencer, "Are you following me?"
Oh yeah, and then you would tell me that like your boyfriend would get like a breeze, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, who is that?"
He said every time he turned around, you were there.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it though. Like it was just like I feel like I have like
the
this
disappearing act.
Yeah, no,
Really?
like I would just show up and then I would disappear.
I was working like a dog at VidCon.
I know.
Yeah,
yes,
I had like the first day I had like 9 things to do.
I had the first day I remember just like settling in, and then the second day I had like it was like get in a van, go here.
Yeah.
After that, get in a van, go there. I was like flying everywhere.
Club, another club.
Drink some water. But speaking of VidCon, what do you think like your favorite part of VidCon was? Was it like meeting people, interviews, being on panels?
I think my favorite part of VidCon was, one of them was meeting creator friends. So like you and so many others I got to see.
Was this your first one?
Yeah, that was my first VidCon.
Me too.
Yeah, so like getting to meet all the creator friends that I'm friends with online, and then getting to see them in person. Most of them I've met in person already. So getting to hang out with them was really cool. And then also meeting fans was really, really nice too. That was my first time doing a meet and greet.
Really?
Yeah.
My first ever meet and greet was in New York City.
Ooh.
It was like
crazy.
It was like way before I was even verified on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Like it was like early TikTok days. I think I had like 300K on TikTok at the time.
Oh,
and we were like, oh yeah, let's do a meet and greet in Times Square. There was no security, and but there were like 5 of us. Like there was so like, and we had so many people show up. It was actually terrifying because I was like, maybe we should have like thought this through.
Yeah, it does. It can get terrifying if it's unregulated.
No, it was not regulated at all. I ended up at one point, I feel really bad for doing this, but I got really hungry, and we had been there for like 6 hours. We were there from morning until like I saw the sunrise and set, girl. And I at one point was like, I'm hungry, but I know wherever I go, they're gonna just follow me. So I just sprinted to Applebee's. Like I ran away from everyone, and everyone was like, Spencer, where did you go? And I was like, girl, I'm at Applebee's. You can join me or you can stay, but I'm here. I have a table.
And I'm picking 2 while I'm here.
I got there, ordered my food before everyone else. Everyone else gets there. They order their food. Somehow all their food comes out before mine.
Maybe they saw you ditch the meet and greet.
No, they did.
And they were like,
probably
hold his food.
My food never came at all. And I was like, where's my food? I was like, I'm so hungry. And then they were like, yeah, sorry, we forgot about it. So what did you order? I was like, so I've been here for an hour. They got here 20 minutes ago, and this is how we're playing around? Okay. Now that we're at this, talking about incel men and getting into, I guess, like comebacks, do you want to play a little game?
Sure.
I feel like this game is more so going to help me rather than you, because you're already a pro at this. But we have a bowl with us, and we're going to take out some mean comments from a bowl.
Got it.
You do what you say what you want to say. But I'm when I take out from the bowl, can you do me a favor and like tell me how I can, like, I feel like this could be a really good lesson.
Yeah, let's do
it.
Like
tell me stuff I can add, or like tell me other things I can say.
Perfect.
Because like if it's bad, just give me one of these looks like you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll.
By the way, these comments that we're pulling are from Real Men Hot Takes online.
So this says a guy commenting on a waitress's outfit. He said, she wants to be chased. I bet she'd say, I didn't wear this for you. Like, yes, you did. It's to get tips. To get tips from a bitch at Applebee's? What's the tip look like? $9? Gee, thanks. What are you talking about? Tips? What restaurant are you eating at, babe? Tell me the restaurant. TGI Fridays?
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? Like the drums that they give you that I could heat up at home. Gee, thanks. And also a waitress's outfit, like, is this like a Hooters outfit? Because if it's Hooters,
like that's an actual like outfit.
They are required to wear that. Yeah, like they also have to wear makeup, and they also have to have the titties out, which is fine. Who eats at Hooters primarily? Once again, take it up with your peers. Mm-hmm. If you guys weren't such whores, maybe Hooters wouldn't be in business. Men.
Well,
men are so easy.
I hope you're really excited to be disappointed in what's about to come out of my mouth.
Do you want me to just read them all?
No, I'm gonna read.
Okay, you got it. You got it, babe.
Here, can you hold?
I'll hold for you.
Oh my God,
You got this.
Prepare to be disappointed because I'm like the worst when it comes to comeback. Actually, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, so this is from a video of a woman.
Got it.
I've never seen someone resemble a potato as much as her. Have you looked in a mirror? Because chances are this man, I'm not joking, is probably bald. I don't think I've ever seen an attractive man comment on a woman's body.
No, never.
So if anyone probably looks like a potato, it's probably you.
No,
I actually
whatever.
wouldn't be surprised if he looked like Mr. Potato Head with a pedo stash.
You look like a potato, huh?
How's that? Like,
I think you look like no. That was great.
Really?
I think that's great.
Thank you.
When you, I always tell people if I can't see what they look like, it's pretty easy to do height, hairline, calves.
Okay.
They hate commenting on those.
Okay.
If you do that, it's pretty standard. It'll bother them. One of those will ruffle their feathers.
Like me
you
taking
look like
notes.
you look like a potato. I'd say you look like you sell potatoes for a living.
Oh, that's
like
good.
an Irish farmer,
Oh, that's good.
like during the Irish famine.
That is you. Thank you. I should take out my notes app and start just like writing. Actually, like I'm on it. Like
Right.
me listening to you speak.
This one says, it's just a quote, but it says, on TikTok, women say bad things about men and generalize them and nothing happens. But when a man does it, he gets banned on every platform. Did you pull this from my comment section? This is probably tattooed on the inside of my frontal lobe, if I'm being honest. I've read this so many times. I just kind of said this in a video recently. When terrible shithead dudes like have podcasts or whatever, first of all, an angel falls from the sky every time they get a microphone.
Oh, okay.
Second of all, their hairline gets pushed back just an inch. And then third, I always say when they get on the mic and they start saying things like, this is what all men want. This is what all men feel. This is how all men, they are being generalized. But when I say, if you're short and terrible, then you're, I don't know, suck my dick, I guess is what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you're generalizing all men. They like being generalized. They just
But
don't,
to their terms.
Yeah, they just don't like being generalized when they're talking about being awful.
Yeah.
So you're cool with being generalized as long as it's not someone like me telling you that you fucking suck. Like without mincing words, really. And it says, but when a man does it, he gets banned on every platform. It just depends on what you're saying. Like I feel like you're not factoring in what you're saying.
I feel like they say the most like absurd, disgusting,
like
horrible
vile
things, and then they're like, I don't understand why I got banned.
Freedom of speech. The thing is, freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, freedom of speech applies to like government. It doesn't apply to private entities like TikTok, for example. They don't have to keep you on there if you're being awful, so they won't. But the fact that some men will literally say with their whole chest that they think women are like sluts and whores and that they are property or their whole purpose in life is to work for men and do everything for them. They say things like that, and then I tell them that they look like Forky from Toy Story, and they somehow equate. They're like,
how
that's
is
the same thing.
You, this is the same thing. You're bullying me.
Yeah.
You're bullying me now.
I'm like, okay.
I'm trying to do the math in my head now.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said is nowhere near equitable to what
yeah.
you said, because what I said are actual jokes. What you said is violence. It's like inciting violence against women. That's why you get banned. It's not because you said a mean thing on the internet. So
it's just because you're probably batshit crazy.
Yeah, it's because you're a violent person
and you're scary.
Inciting violence amongst other
and
lonely,
a lot of the
pussyless
times they're
dudes.
scary too.
That's what I'm saying. There are some dudes that I purposely avoid because I can tell that they're like their innate reaction is violence, like and to incite it against me, like actually. So like that's like to think that someone like myself is existing on the platform with no consequence is just not true. That's not the case at all. I'm just like, I'm not I guess a bitch. Like, I don't know.
I guess I'm just not a bitch.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say is like quit being so fucking soft. Like I say that all the time, like I say one joke and they fold like a fucking lawn chair. But they'll make the most vile videos, like 3-minute long conspiracy theory dissertations about myself.
Mm-hmm.
They'll talk about my family, they'll talk about my boyfriend, and then they're like, how come I'm being silenced? They say the most vile shit about me.
You just released my address on the internet and said that you wanted to like call the SWAT team on me.
Yeah, so and then you somehow think that's the same thing as me telling you that your eyes are too close together. Like Babe.
Like, the math is not mathing.
It's not my fault you look like Flats the fish. And also, get over yourself. Like, grow
Like,
up, bitch.
You're
Like,
not even saying these things to me, and every single time you say them, I'm like, ah. Like, I feel like I can, like, hear it being said to someone.
just, like, I don't know, laugh. Learn to laugh at yourself.
Okay.
Grow up, babe.
I'm going for one.
You got it.
Okay. So this one. This is a man's opinion on feminism.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure it's so unique and not said before.
Maybe 100 years ago, but today women have all kinds of advantages that men don't. Like what?
Yeah, that's what
Bitch.
like what?
They like to be like frank and to be completely truthful.
He's like rights.
Roe v. Wade. You want to talk about women having equal opportunities and rights? Let's
talk about femicide.
You want to talk about the wage gap?
Yeah,
You want to
do
also talk about, I don't know, Roe v. Wade being overturned, about women not being able to have the rights to their own bodily autonomy?
Yeah.
That's crazy that you're saying that we have equal rights when clearly we don't. And maybe if you opened a book and unlocked your noggin for 5 seconds, you would understand that. Isn't that so crazy? Maybe read a book.
Yeah.
Watch the news, anything but Fox.
Yeah.
Dumbass. Like, maybe you would know.
That's why, like, maybe 100 years. Yeah, women have more rights than they did 100 years ago. Yeah, that's not really saying much.
Yeah. Also, 100 years ago, there was like slavery.
So, segregation.
Like, I don't. Yeah, there were also like no televisions 100 years ago.
Yeah, women couldn't vote or drive cars.
They also couldn't probably bake something in a microwave because there were no microwaves.
Yeah,
like, there were a lot of things that we didn't have 100 years ago.
I always think like that's telling. You want to go back to the time when most of us didn't have rights? Why is that?
Huh.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's so bizarre because if you really think about it, like, let's say like this, if it was me and I'm talking to someone else and they said some shit like that to me, and let's say this person was a minority, right? I would easily say to them, like, the people who wrote the Constitution didn't have you or me in thought.
Nope.
When they wrote that shit 100-some years ago. Like, they weren't thinking about either of us, bitch. Like, you would have had more rights than me, but barely. You know what I mean? Like, you want to go back to a time like that? Why? That's weird.
I'm like actually convinced that if aliens are real, they have probably gotten a glimpse at Earth, and they were like, there's no saving.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, like, I mean, like, I feel like maybe in 100 years, 200 years, I feel like with our generation at least, especially like Gen Z, above, millennials, below, like, we, due to social media, have a better grasp on issues that occur within this world. Yeah. And that helps us, I guess, move forward.
Yeah, that's like evolution. Like, that's kind of the whole point. Like, that's how you achieve progress.
Exactly. So it's like you just saying growing. Like, oh, 100 years ago. Yeah, well, hopefully, 100 years ago, because if we didn't have even a glimpse of rights now, like, that would be an issue.
That, you know what that means?
But it is an issue still. Like,
you know what when they say that, you know what that means? That means now what they're talking about, all the privileges they have now, is like, now I could tell you, like, literally, that you're so ugly. I've never seen anyone more ugly in my life, and you can't punch me in the fucking face. Like, that's scary. Literally what they're talking about. They're saying, like, I can't. Also,
when they're
bitch.
Like, oh, you want equal rights? Like, I should be able to punch you. Like, okay, let's be honest here. Like, fighting in general, punching someone in general is like bad. Like, regardless if it's like me punching a guy, me punching anyone
is bad.
It's bad. But the fact that you want the fact that in your head equal rights equates to fighting a woman, that is concerning, and maybe you should be institutionalized.
Yeah, you should go to therapy, babe. Like, you should quite literally go to a hospital.
Hospital, straitjacket.
You're like, it's literally women being like, hey, be nice. Can you, like, just be nice to me? Like, maybe, like, don't, like just treat me like an equal or
maybe
like a human.
Maybe just give me the same rights so I can have an abortion
just, like,
doesn't nearly kill me.
Yeah, like, just treat me as an equal. And then they're like, okay.
So you want to get punched in the face.
Come over here so I can clock you.
Yeah.
What is your problem, dude?
You're just batshit crazy.
I don't think about, like, if I was to talk about women, like, and let's say someone was like, oh, I want to do this, I want to have more rights to do this, I'm not going to be like, okay, come over here and I'm going to drop kick you in the head and you cannot call the cops. Otherwise, you can't have rights.
That's like, it's like so bizarre to me too. Like, it's like
you have
clearly
an issue.
there's like an actual underlying issue.
You're unhinged.
You're unhinged.
Like, in the worst way possible.
Like, all the screws are loose and rattling around up there.
And seek help.
Like, no, please.
Far away from me. Like, literally.
Not even far away from, like, civilization. Like, you need to be remotely kept away. Like, hopefully somewhere there is a streak of light. Like, this much light, like, in a straitjacket somewhere far off where no one can reach you.
Get on a raft. I'm going to push it out to sea, never to be seen again. There you go. That's the solution to your problem.
You want to pick one now?
Yeah. Okay, this is a photo of a woman. And then the comment says, where's the bleach so I can wash my eyes out? You know what's really evil? I was going to say, sometimes when people say that, I'm like, pics or it didn't happen.
Huh? Oh, picture didn't. I wanted to, like, in my head, the first thing I thought of was like, if you have a bottle of bleach, just drink it. Ooh.
See, the thing is, like, people write this stuff. Like, okay, I had a dude comment on one of my, or no, he didn't comment. He sent me a DM, a dissertation, if you will. He sent me multiple paragraphs telling me, hey, I used to be a fan. That's a lie. Outright lie. Immediately. Because then he called me all variations.
You know what? Can I tell you something?
Bitch.
What I have noticed?
What?
A lot of the times, it is very rare.
Yeah.
For me to hear someone say, oh, I used to be liberal, or I used to be like a feminist, and now I'm no longer one. It is so much more believable to hear someone be like, oh, I used to be conservative and now I'm liberal. Yeah. Or, oh, I used to not understand feminism and now I do.
Yeah.
But like
the former is not true.
Exactly.
Like, it's a lie. It's an outright lie.
You can't, like, there's no way in hell you were like, oh, like, I really did support you at one point and like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I've had men literally be like, you never used to be like this. Yes, I have.
I have been following I have been following you for such a long time.
Yeah.
I remember when you were like filming in your car and you first started like going, I was like, follow immediately. And then we were mutuals and I was like, you're eating these bitches up.
Yeah, no, in fact, I was a lot worse. A lot before.
I remember your videos kept getting taken down.
Yeah, always.
Always taken
Constantly.
down.
I've been permanently banned 4 times.
Yeah.
So like I've gotten I used to be a lot worse, bitch. I used to be a lot worse. So that's a lie. Outright lie. Out the gate. But he wrote me a whole bunch of stuff saying, he followed it up with like calling me a fat, ugly bitch, which I was like, that's how I know you weren't a fan in the first place. But he had a girl, right? He sent me countless screenshots of myself, of my body, of my face. And then I said, you got a girlfriend. Does she know that you spend all your free time looking at me? Interesting. Should I? And then he didn't say anything. I posted the screenshots on Twitter. And then I put, should I tell her? Let me know. I'll let her know.
You, like, literally, I want to get down on my knees and bow. Like, what is it like being a bad bitch and eating people up as a full-time job? Like, what is it like?
It's exhausting.
I bet.
It's fun. It's rewarding, but it's a hard job, but someone's got to do it.
Okay, this is the last one.
Last one.
Do you want to hold the bowl and I'll just swirl around? I'll grab this one. Ooh, this is a
big
nice
one.
peach. Yeah. Response to a woman's tweet. Was that supposed to be funny? Bitches, man.
That's from my Twitter. I have a strong. I know for a fact that's from my Twitter.
Okay. First of all, like, my thing is, you wrote this out, right? Like, you wrote it out and you tweeted this as a response to a woman's tweet. And you hit send. Yeah. That's my first problem. Second of all, you put a comma after bitches, like bitches, man. There should be no comma. It should be bitches, man. So maybe before you hit send, you should reevaluate your grammar. Yeah. But I would also take time to reevaluate what you're writing. I don't know why you're like actually very obsessed with like a woman's tweet to begin with.
Especially mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, go ahead and like it, I guess. But it's like,
That's called a fan, babe.
The best thing I can say to you is, you know what? Keep the comments rolling because every comment you leave behind pushes that tweet farther out there. And guess what? It's not doing you any justice.
No, it really isn't.
Clearly,
it's actually helping me.
It's helping someone else.
I do love my supporters.
Yeah.
With bitches, man, I'd be like, yeah, you should try getting some.
Also, you said, was that supposed to be funny? Yeah, it was. And I'm sorry you're not funny enough to understand the humor.
Was that supposed to be funny?
What kind of jokes are you into? Would it have been funnier if the joke was, I don't know, racist, ableist?
Easily. The way that they moral check me or try to that kind of shit. That's why I said you should try getting some. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you familiar with bitches? I think not.
No.
I'm gonna lean towards no.
Yeah.
Or I'd say, when's the last time you had some bitches? Let me know. Quickly.
Probably never, not once in their lives.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I when like they say things like that and like, oh, why don't you try getting some bitches? How about that? They get really mad at me.
Why are you mad? Because you can't get bitches.
They're like, you're so immature. Okay?
No, how is it immature to say you don't get bitches? That's not immature. That's a fact. If anything, that's factual evidence, and the evidence is you.
If anything, I'm helping you.
Like, looking at you're the evidence. You don't get any bitches.
Yeah.
Factual.
No man who gets bitches regularly, like who gets laid regularly and is like living a happy, successful, fulfilled life is doing shit like that.
And I guarantee that's not the first comment he's left on someone's tweet. Like,
especially mine. Sometimes if you go in the replies, every single one of them is from me. Like, they're responding to me. That's a fan account. At this point, I'm BTS.
No, you are.
You know what I mean?
You
like,
might as well.
They're celebrating
I bet you they get home and they go, they do this. Ready? They get home from a long day at work and they're like, what should I do? Twitter. And then they open up Twitter and they're like, let's respond to all of Drew's tweets. And then you're just there like, thank you.
If they have a job, even.
And they're like, stupid bitch. And you're like, LOL.
LOL, send.
LOL, you're great. Thank you.
I always do this one. Like, I always send that one.
Heartsies.
I'll literally tell them to eat shit, and then I'll put that.
Speaking of eating shit, you know what's eating shit right now? Mm-hmm. Our planet.
Climate
change.
Climate change.
We did that. We
did that. Look at that. That wasn't even planned.
I think it's crazy. We finish each other's
sandwiches.
That's what I was going to say.
I almost said sentences.
Yeah, I was like, girl, you better.
Me being a fake Disney adult. Not even. Check the receipts.
Okay,
Look.
For the people who cannot see this right now, Drew has a phone case dedicated to me, and it's Ratatouille.
Yes, it's Remy the Rat.
It's Remy the Rat.
Actually,
and as all of us do know, I did star in a movie called Ratatouille, and Remy is now domesticated. He lives at home, but sometimes I'll take him out of the cage and he'll play with my hair and I'll whip up a little snacky snack.
You're Linguini. They call me Fiona, but I'd argue I'm more so Shrek. I feel like he and I get each other on a spiritual level. He's irritable. He hates kids.
Okay.
He hates fairy tale creatures in that sense, like they're a nuisance to him. He travels to the ends of the earth because he's merely inconvenienced by a man, by a short man, mind you.
Yeah.
He fights a bunch of men. He goes and fights a dragon by himself purely because he's spiteful. I relate to that. I feel like he gets me. You know what I mean? And he eats onions like apples. I feel that.
I feel like if you're Shrek, I'm Sleeping Beauty. And here's why. I'm pretty. And if I were a princess, I'd want to be asleep. I'd want to be in a death-like sleep.
I thought you were going to say a character in Shrek.
Oh, no. I'm Sleeping Beauty. Well, Sleeping Beauty is in Shrek.
Yeah, but like the third one.
Yeah, that's that scene where like Snow White walks out and she's like, ah. And all the animals.
Masterpiece.
Can I tell you something? When I get bored, I will sit there and I will watch that scene. I will sit there and I'll be like, what I would have given for that scene to be real and for me to just be there. And when Sleeping Beauty did her thing, she ran, she said, tripped all those security guards. She was like, I was like, she ate.
My favorite part of that one is when they break them out the jail. Is that the third one? No, the second one. When he's handsome, when Shrek turns into a human.
I think that's.
And they break him out that's the second one.
When
they break him out the jail, and then Pinocchio's wearing a thong. That my sister and I, we would rewind that part just to watch that part because we thought it was so funny. Don't know why.
No, I know why. It's funny as fuck. Like, hello.
It's a little inappropriate, but hilarious.
Well, I mean, the one scene where like, we are do.
Yeah.
I watched that like 1,000
And
times.
him being irritated immediately. I feel that. I feel it. I feel like that's probably the old man that's living inside me. It's Shrek.
I have an old man living inside me.
And who's it?
Scabby Sam. I'm so sorry. I am so.
I don't know what I thought you were gonna say, but like that wasn't it.
That was not it. So
that wasn't even close.
Me and my friends, like clearly not mentally well. We make up like different characters. We just like whip out from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And
is this the one that scares Brittany?
no.
No, that's a different.
Juliet.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That was a little girl.
I'm Juliet.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah,
I love you.
That's the one. Go
That's
ahead and put her
Juliet.
away.
Yeah, she's gone now.
Go ahead and put
But
her
we
away,
also have Scabby Sam. He has a lot of scabs and he's old.
Are
And
the scabs just because he's old, or
no, he also likes picking at them.
interesting?
Yeah, it's like there's so much.
This
And then
is
we
like
also have Manila Folder Molly. I'm Manila Folder Molly.
Are you speaking English or are you speaking another language?
I love Manila folders. Sorry. Okay. Like, how did we go from a climate crisis to this? Like, please. Like, I was talking about another man being institutionalized. I need to be institutionalized. Like, what?
I want to
what's that?
unpack that last one.
Manila Folder Molly. Like, really, bitch.
Why? Why does she like manila folders?
Okay, so like
She
they all
drawn
just,
to them, or
so like my friends and I will just like be together. Okay,
the way you can't give me her story?
I'll tell you her story.
Okay, give it to me.
I'll tell you her story. So me and my friends were in a Target parking lot.
Okay.
And while we were there, at the time, it was right after I picked up my friend from the airport, and I like drew a photo of her because she was in Fashion
Your
Week.
friend or Molly?
No, my friend.
Okay.
Her name is Emmy.
Okay. Yes.
And I handed Emmy a manila folder.
With the drawing.
With the drawing in it. And then Emmy was like, do you want the manila folder back? I don't know what about Emmy saying, do you want this manila folder back? Sparked some inspiration in me to be like, actually, yeah, the hell I do, because I'm obsessed with them and my name is Molly. And out of nowhere, I was driving and I was like, yeah, I kind of do want it back because I'm Manila Folder Molly and I love manila folders. And Emmy was like, just take the damn folder. Like,
that gave me no information whatsoever.
Like, now that you say that, I get it, but like,
It told me the origin of her.
yeah, but like, what do you want to know about her?
I just want to know why she likes manila folders.
Oh, like her backstory?
Yeah, like what's the draw to a manila folder for her? Is
I don't
it like
know. Like she
the
never
shape? Is it the color?
She's never like really divulged into that with me yet. But when I find out, I will gladly tell you.
So it's like hyperfixation more than anything.
Yeah, no, she just like loves manila folders.
And I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for you that you found each other.
She found me.
You're the was the other movie you were in Split?
You know, like, you got me, girl.
I'm not gonna lie, I ate you up with that one.
Yeah, no. What the other? No, I was actually in American Horror Story Asylum, baby. The name game. I'm like literally where I'm at right now. Climate crisis to Manila Folder Molly. Okay, no, but like for
Okay,
real,
back to the climate crisis.
Like,
Okay.
let's talk about serious issues.
Okay.
How did you deal with the heat wave we just had in LA? You've lived in California, right?
Yeah.
So I just moved here, and
Where are you from? I know you're from the East Coast.
I'm New Jersey.
Okay, that's what I
So I feel like the heat here is different. So in New
It's
Jersey,
dry.
it's humid. Here, it's like really dry.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's like somewhat not, I wouldn't say bearable, but it's like a different kind of heat.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like in New Jersey, it's gross.
Yeah.
Here, it's kind of just like, get the hell off me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I lived in Hawaii like when I went to college, so I lived there for like 4.5, 5 years. But when I lived there, it's really humid all the time. The temperature doesn't ever really go past like 82, 83, but it's so humid. So I kind of like have lived in both climates. I think I prefer humidity. My skin thrives in humidity. Like
Glowing.
that's such a disrespectful thing for me. Like I don't want to live
And humidity.
Yeah.
But it's because of all the moisture in the air.
Yeah,
It's like,
and
it's
I
like
have dry skin, so it thrives in humidity. But during the heat wave, I was actually in Florida for work stuff. So there it was hot and humid, but like the heat there is disrespectful to me. I find it borderline sinful.
Oh.
I don't know why people choose to live there. if we're being honest. It's horrible. It really is. Going outside, it felt like I was like walking like into like quicksand. You know what I mean?
Cool.
It's like I don't know, like when you start reasoning with a higher power because it's just that
Like
hot outside,
you're like, please God, please.
it's too much.
You know.
Too much.
I feel like here it was more like the devil for like a quick second was like, mwah. The devil was like, mwah. No, the devil actually was like, you know, climate change is happening.
Yeah.
You guys suck. Here's a taste of where you're all gonna end up.
Yeah.
And unleash the gates of hell. And I just remember like having the AC on in my apartment 24/7.
Same.
And then walking outside and being like, okay, like, so this is what hell feels like.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in Tartarus, like the lake of hell. Isn't Tartarus where like the lake of hell is? Like like it's made out of tar. Like it felt so gross outside.
Yeah.
And I don't know what in my brain, like I work out regularly.
Yeah.
And I have a sauna at my
In your
like,
apartment complex? Oh, nice.
And I was like, it is so hot outside.
Yeah.
Let's sit in a sauna after I work out. I'm pretty sure I almost had heat stroke. Like I was in the sauna for like 3 minutes. I got out and I literally had to grip the wall. I was like, what the hell made me decide to put myself through that?
I don't know.
I went in and I had like sweat stains like here.
Yeah.
I walked out, it was like everywhere. Like I
Yeah.
looked like I just jumped in the pool with my shirt on and I was like, this is disgusting. Also, nips, rock hard.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Do you like being that hot?
No. Okay, so like my brain likes to play this funny game with me called Do This or Someone You Love Will Die.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Anxiety. We love her.
I think it's like, so when I was like in high school, we thought I had OCD and I had to go to guidance all the time because I would have like these mental breakdowns in class. Like I would check my book bag 3 times a day, or not 3 times a day, 3 times per class to make sure I had everything.
Yeah.
And I also used to check my front and back door 8 times before getting on the bus.
Yeah.
And one day I forgot to, and I sobbed on my way to school. And then I had to go to guidance.
Yeah.
And they were like, you have OCD. Actually, no, I just had ADHD. And like OCD and like hyperfixations can like be a part of that.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I just like had this intrusive thought one day where it was like, you need to work out and go in that sauna, or like someone dear and near to your heart is going to die.
Oh.
And I was like, that sucks, but okay, I guess.
But look at what a good person you are because you did it.
Thank
Even though you almost passed out.
No, like actually.
I went to Nashville in June, and that heat is the worst heat I've ever experienced. Like, truly, I landed at 1 a.m, and it was like 92 degrees outside, and the humidity was like 83.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Considering that you've lived in California your whole life, does it rain here often?
No.
Because there was a hurricane during that heat wave.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Were you here for that, or were you in Florida still?
No, I was in Florida.
Can I tell you something? I don't mean to like shit on California.
Yeah.
Like really, like you guys
Honestly,
are amazing.
Do it.
You guys are amazing here. The hurricane you guys experienced, I don't know why I received a flash flood warning on my phone, but the way people experience rain here is nowhere near the way we experience rain on the East Coast.
Yeah.
When I heard hurricane, I was like, well, girl, like time to board up these windows. Like we are screwed. When I had a hurricane, every time there was a hurricane in New Jersey, power outages everywhere.
Yeah.
Lines down. Flooding. Like when I say flooding, I mean backyards filled with water.
Yeah.
Like you could swim in your own backyard type beat.
Yeah.
And like I heard hurricane here and I was like, oh my gosh, like thank God I live on like one of the top floors, like upper level. So like there isn't going to be any flooding in my apartment. If you went to New Jersey or you went anywhere on the East Coast, I give you, and they said
a hurricane.
A hurricane. Bitch, stay indoors, because what they experienced here, I don't know if it was just like my area, but it was not a hurricane. It was a drizzle.
I don't know why. I think it's just different, but I'm someone who can't really deal with cold weather, and I sweat a lot. Like I'm a sweaty bitch, so I don't like being cold at all. So the East Coast, like cold, like you ever get so cold you want to fight? I don't like feeling like that.
Like I don't think I've ever been so cold I've wanted to like fight someone.
I've been so cold I want to swing on the next person who looks at me, and I just feel like that's no way to live life. But I'm like I prefer warm climates. Like I would rather be hot.
Like,
I literally remember this was a deciding factor when I was choosing
so
which.
sorry.
No, you're fine. When I was choosing which college I wanted to go to, it was between Ohio State, because at the time their football team was like tops, or it was Hawaii. So I went to a little thing for Ohio State, and I was like watching this panel, and this girl said she was born and raised in Arizona and went to OSU. And so someone said, what's something that you want to tell people to know if they're like from California and they're moving to a state like Ohio? And she said about snow. And I remember her saying, you have to get up an hour earlier for classes if you live off campus and you got to drive, because you got to scrape.
and warm up your car.
Yeah, and warm up your car.
That's how it is in New Jersey.
Yeah, so she said that, and I said
No.
Immediately, I was like, I'm going to the other school. I made my decision right there. I don't remember
You
anything
said
else.
immediately, no.
I'm not featuring it.
No.
I'm not on that journey with you. You're gonna have to take it alone.
Yeah, do it on your own.
Yeah.
I'm okay here. You stay there, I'll stay here.
I don't remember anything else. I only remember that question and me immediately checking out. I was like, I'm not going to the school. Absolutely not. I don't like being cold. I really hate it.
I feel like, you know what? I feel like I can understand why you would want to punch someone. Because, like, for me at least, like, I would wait outside at my bus stop for the bus to high school or like anywhere, to be honest. And it was one of those like, oh, my nose feels like it's gonna fall off. Like we were standing out there in 0-degree weather, mind you. I would like roll out of bed, shower, go to my bus stop. So like, yeah, I was like hair wet, like disgusting. Also, this high school I went to had a like a pool.
Yeah.
We had to take like swim courses for gym.
That sucks.
Oh, but like I didn't know this. Like I'm a good swimmer, and my first year you only have to take swim once.
Yeah,
that's it. Like you just have to take swim once. So my first year I took it in the winter time. So I would have to go to this separate building, swim, and then walk back to my regular classes outside in the freezing cold. Not having it, world. But I didn't know this. Like there were certain, like, how do I put this? It was like there were control gym groups. So like one year, like one gym class would have to like run the mile because like they were more like, I guess like athletically driven. I don't know what it was. Like they would like send these stats out in New Jersey of like, oh, like this is how most of the students are here. My school is very big on like, oh, we need to be perfect. So like we're just gonna round up.
Strange.
Yeah, no. They were like, we're just
that.
gonna like round up all like the athletic kids that are like good at, I guess, like athletics or like certain things, and we're gonna like put them all in one gym class so we can like use them as a way to be like, this is how all the gym classes in our school are. I ended up in that gym class 3 years in a row because I did swim my first year, and I swam fast. So I would be in and out of the pool in 15 minutes, and they were like, wow, you're so good. I had to run the mile. I had to do swim another year. Don't recommend, because I had to do swim both years, my freshman and sophomore year during the winter time.
That seems like torture.
No.
When I was in middle school, we used to do these things called units, and we would pick a theme to like what you wanted to do for PE when I was in middle school. So some of them were like, one of them was archery. Why was I shooting bows and arrows when I was 10? I don't know. Dangerous. They're real too. Like that. Like literally, I was like these giant bows, and we were learning how to like shoot targets.
You sound like you were in like the Scouts.
Like another one was circus, where they would teach us how to juggle and ride a unicycle. My boyfriend thinks I made this up. I did not. If you went to MacArthur Middle School, you know. If you know, you know. But
did you have like Safety Town?
No, there was no training whatsoever. Like they would literally be like, pick it up and like stand on it and try it.
You didn't have like Safety Town though?
What's that?
Stop, drop, roll.
I know that, but
so
like,
you have time. You have time for circuits class, but they don't have time to teach you Safety Town.
What the hell is Safety Town?
It's literally like a.
I know stop, drop, and roll.
It's like you go to school for like what to do if you're in an emergency. I did that from like first or like kindergarten to first grade. They had us learn stop, drop, and roll. They literally had us go into these trailers that the fire department would set up, and they would be like, okay, we're gonna set these kids in here, and then we're also gonna have someone like grading them. Okay. And we had to learn like the best exit to leave if we were like trapped in a fire, and like we had to like
training to be in the CIA.
We had to like tap on the doorknob to make sure it wasn't hot. Like we were learning a whole bunch of stuff. So
like the
I'm
Kingsman.
I'm just confused why I was learning.
No, they
how
gave
to,
me a knife and they were like, "Go ahead and throw that at that target over there."
Yeah, I'm just confused why I was taught how to like stop, drop, and roll, and you were taught how to shoot an arrow.
How to juggle.
That's
what I'm saying. I learned field games, which is old people stuff. So I learned how to play bocce ball and lacrosse. Learned all kinds of random shit.
That's
rock
cool.
climbing. I learned how to rock climb.
That is interesting. But do you want to get into like, now that, I mean, we're already here, but I wanted to know if you'd be okay with us getting into like heavier questions about climate change.
Sure.
So why do you think that we're not working fast enough to fix climate change? Or like, why do you think it's been such a slow progression to fix the climate crisis that clearly is inevitable?
Well, an emergency.
And I feel like we're already in that, like, we should be panicking, but no one is.
Yeah. I think capitalism is probably the driving force. The country cares about corporations more than it does the environment. That's I think the biggest driving reason. They're not making huge changes because then it would cut into capitalism, consumerism, it would cut into production, and it would make things slow down on that front, which generates money. So that's, I think, the biggest reason why it's not as pressing to people in positions of power that have the power to make the change. It's not as pressing to them because they're trying to, I think, balance like how they're going to keep corporations happy, but also like the planet is literally dying. So like, I mean, I guess you pick your priorities.
I made a video talking about this the other day, 'cause some woman was crying on TikTok, and she was saying how like the last good generation is like boomers and like people that are
the
like
Generation X.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
And talking about boomers, and she was like, they're the only this and the third. And I like stitched her video, and I feel like the reason, bouncing off of what you said about like why the climate crisis is taking forever and it's not being taken seriously, is because I feel that people in power are 100% selfish, and that's just the boomer generation in general. Like everything they have done has not been to benefit the generations that follow and come after them. It's only been to benefit themselves. And you can see that like in everyday life. Like I constantly hear, especially like older generations, complain about how like, oh, like college education is so expensive because of you. Like because of you. Like
no one in this generation wants to work.
No one in this generation wants to go to school or get a proper education, decent education anymore. No one does, because no one wants to bury themselves in student loans and debt to just get by.
Also, no one wants to work. People can barely afford to work and live at the same time. You have to choose one or the other at this point, and that's not our fault.
And it's like, my thing is, they're so mad at younger generations for simply, I don't know, existing and trying to deal with the shitty world you are all leaving behind.
Literally.
And like, they don't have time to realize, like, not even realize. I'm pretty sure they have. I think they're just so caught up in their own ways of like, oh, like we do what we can to benefit ourselves. We do what we can to keep moving forward, and the problems that follow from what we do, that's their problem.
Well, to speak to your point about the selfishness of it, it was a very every man for himself world in their generation when they were growing up and working and all of that. So now these younger generations are more so thinking about everybody. They're not thinking about just themselves. But so they're like, why do you guys care about stuff like that? Like, care about getting a job or whatever they say, like the completely asinine things that they say. It makes no sense, because like we care a lot about what we're gonna leave behind.
I feel like they were also growing up in a time, especially like boomers, where like segregation was still like a thing.
They're still unpacking that now. Like they still like don't see certain minorities or marginalized people as actual people.
Nope.
Some of them don't even recognize like gay marriage. So you're like 20,000 steps behind us. Like we've talked about that. We've moved on to other things. We're like, we're like multitasking.
Gen Z for change. How they're even, I do too. The way they went to DC and they were bringing about change when it comes to Roe v. Wade. Like the fact that there are people our age, people
doing your job.
Like, imagine. And you're going to complain about us. The reason why we don't work as much, or the reason why we don't get a decent education, is simply because we are trying to fix the mess you left behind.
It's like,
and then you
trying to survive.
It's literally
at that point.
It's like, we don't have, honestly, like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's either we can just like not give a shit like you guys and just let the world cave in on itself.
Yeah, truly.
Or
Literally.
we can be like, oh, we want kids in the future, so why don't we actually do something about this?
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. That's why I said I think capitalism is a driving force, and that generation
Is
all they knew is capitalism. Like that's all they've ever known is that. Like when they think about the perfect life, they think about working 60 hours a week every week.
They're like, work your ass off
till you're in your 70s. Like it used to be 65, but let's meet in the middle. Like, first of all, Social Security is not even going to be a thing by the time we're of that age, but let's just humor you. Let's say it's 70. You want to work 60 hours a week every day, every week at the same corporation for 20, 25, 30 years till you're in your 70s, and then you can really live life. That's no way to live life. And you have to think too, the 9-to-5 work day that they're so hard pressed on forcing on everybody was something that was literally created by, like, I'm pretty sure it was Ford, because they wanted production. They wanted it to keep, because of capitalism that was literally driving it, because cars were a thing and they needed things to be moving and all of that. And 9-to-5 was as long as someone could stand and assemble things. Like when they were building, that's as long as they could, like,
physically
stand
and physically
and
be
work
able
like
to
that.
do
So they
that.
were like,
Yeah.
okay, let's do 9-to-5. That's literally how that was born. It was not born out of like, oh, I think I want to work really hard.
The mentality behind
Yeah, that's
9 to
not-
5.
that's-
like you're
no.
more awake. Nope. Like
You've
it's
been
capitalism.
brainwashed, honestly. Like that's no way to live
And
life.
it's not our fault that we're fortunate enough to have kind of walked away from the whole brainwashing thing. Maybe, I don't know, take a class. Speaking of, like I feel like my mom, she's a boomer.
Mm-hmm.
She was like really big on, I don't want to say like capitalism, but like
No.
she was always like, Spencer, like you need to work like 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like she was always like driving. My mom went back to school, got her bachelor's degree. Her whole outlook on life has changed. So I also feel like it has something to do with like there being a lot of like liberal universities.
Yeah, secondary education is huge. I'm a huge proponent of it. If you can afford it and you want to go to whatever kind of higher learning institution, please do. Like I encourage you to do that and go outside your own bubble, meet other people. It makes you a better person. At the end of the day, you learn a lot more about yourself, about the world. It gives you perspective. It gives you like a different lens on life. So the fact that your mom went to school and got her bachelor's and then has a different lens on life, period. And it's never too late. That's why I say it's never too late to unlearn things like that. Like that worker drone mentality it's an illness. It makes people sick. Like, have you seen people who stress so badly because of how much they're working or how much they're doing?
It's ridiculous.
For a job that doesn't care about you.
You get like literally like no one, like I'm so sorry, but it's like if you're working for a major corporation, what do they most of the times, like what do they say to you if you can't get your job right or you can't get your job like done correctly? You're replaceable.
Yeah,
that's what they'll say.
Well, speaking
like they do not care about you.
Speaking as to people who have been fired, I can guarantee you they don't care about you.
Exactly.
I can speak with conviction that they don't care about me.
I was living in a hotel. Like I was in a hotel at the time. Well, I wasn't. I was let go, quote unquote. But
I mean, you and me both.
Let's
just call it what it is.
I'd quit beforehand.
I was going to. They beat me to the punch.
Oh damn.
Rip.
I put on my 2 weeks, and then they were like, "Bye," and I said, "Okay." I said so.
Not me. They said, "Can you come to the conference room? I really want to have a conversation with you." And then they fired me. So they blindsided me, but that's my point. Like they
don't give a shit.
They don't care about you. So like if you love your job and you work 9 to 5, great. I think that's great. Wonderful. If you're past your prime at that point and now you're like in retirement age, like you can't like spit down from your high horse on people who like do that. What is it when they're active quitting or whatever, when they just do the bare minimum for their job and that nothing else?
Yep.
Can't get mad at them for that. You know what I mean? Like that job doesn't care about them and they make barely enough to survive.
Especially like working in like customer service minimum wage.
Yeah, those are the worst jobs, like the hardest jobs in the world. The hardest job I ever had was a service industry job.
Me as well.
So that's it. It's just like, I think it's really easy to like say that from the sideline. Like how like no one wants to work these days. Like you're not even in the game anymore.
You're not working anymore.
And you won't be here in 10 years. So like,
and hopefully
it's really easy.
We'll be here in 10 years to fix shit. But like for all we know,
God willing.
God willing.
Let's hope so.
Now, okay. So like I just said like, if we're here in 10 years.
Yeah.
I know I think about like climate change a lot. Like it's something I'm like very afraid of.
Same.
Do you think about it frequently? Like, is it something where you're like, oh, like, does it just like pop into your head sometimes? Because I think about it. I don't want to say all the time, but it's almost one of those like.
It's like almost a doom scroll thing.
Yes,
it comes
like,
up and then you have to go look. And yeah. I would say there are a lot of things like that in the world that pop into my brain, and then I get like this innate sense of fear, and then I doom scroll, and then I feel sick, and then I feel sad, and then I do what I can, and then I go to sleep, and then I wake up and do it again the next day.
Yeah,
so
it's like
I think if you're a good person and you have any sense of empathy, then you should feel some type of way about it. Yeah.
When you were talking about capitalism and climate change before, I also wanted to add on to that something I do think about a lot, especially because you were talking about capitalism, is that I know that boomers were not the ones that created fossil fuels. I get that.
Yeah.
However, fact of the matter is, you knew the damage fossil fuels caused, but continued to use them and destroy our ozone layer.
Yeah.
Why? For a pretty penny.
That's what I'm saying.
And let's be real, like money, like I'm sorry, realistically, I know like money has value, but who gives it that value?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Like debit cards, credit cards, like I put money in the bank, like is there even real money there?
I don't know. For all I know, it could be fake. All of
like
it could be
what
fake.
I don't like if money.
And it has no meaning and no value if there's no earth.
Exactly. like what?
There's
what
nowhere to live and spend it. There's really no point in having it.
What are you gonna do with the billions of dollars you're getting from these corporations and destroying the environment when there's nothing left? Like, what do you get from that? You're gonna live in an underground bunker for the rest of your life?
Well, and there are billionaires that have the
means
to
do
help,
something, and they don't.
So there you go. Like I did see though the story about the Patagonia. I think he was the founder of it, and he donated his wealth to fighting climate change, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's true. But he did donate his wealth to the fight for climate change. So
speaking of him doing that, do you think there are any other ways people can help when it comes to climate change?
I think one of the biggest things is to educate yourself, to learn what you can do, what you have the ability to do. I know it's easy to like say like, well, things like that don't matter for me. Telling people to vote is irritating to some people because we do vote and it seems like nothing changes. It's still important to vote, but it's not the only thing that you can do. You can educate yourself, follow other creators or other thought leaders who speak on climate change frequently. Like just continue to stay in tune, plugged in, because it's really easy to unplug when there's so many terrible things happening in the world. Like becoming numb to terrible news
shouldn't be.
It's such a hallmark
dangerous.
of this generation because we're constantly living in a nightmare. So it's important to not get numb to it, to stay plugged in, to stay up to date, and then whatever you can do. Like if you can afford to do something, like if you can, I don't know if recycling is something that's amenable for everybody or capable for everybody to do. If you drive, if you can switch cars, if you can ride your bike, if you could take the bus, like ways that you can contribute to the environment. I highly recommend, right? There are certain things like some people don't like using straws or whatever. I mean, those are small things, but I think all of it adds up. It all compounds on itself. So like, I mean, I don't know. I think the biggest thing is to educate yourself more than anything.
I also feel that people who are in power or have the ability, have a very strong ability to enact change.
Yeah.
I feel like it is very important for those people to have a sense of empathy.
Yeah.
Because I know it's very easy to look at a situation and be like, oh, I'm old. Like, I'm not going to have to worry about this. In 10 years' time, I'll be dead.
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, it's like, you're not the only, like, you have kids. And even if you don't have kids, you might have siblings. And they have children.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a generational thing.
You are leaving issues and you can sit there and be like, oh, but, like, with the money I have and with the money I'm using, like, I can put it aside for those kids. Well, again, what's going to happen when there's nothing left? What is that money going to be used for?
Yeah, there's no point if there's no earth, like I said. Like, there's not going to be a world for them to thrive in if you don't make sure you do something now. So voting's a big part of it. It's not the only thing, and I know people
Also,
hate hearing that, but
finding
it's one of them.
I think it also sucks that a lot of things that are eco-friendly are expensive.
Yeah. Like cars, for example, hybrids, electric cars.
Those are like, I feel like if anything, they should be more accessible.
Yeah.
I feel like
I agree with that.
If we really want to like make a change, even car companies, just get rid of fucking gas. And that's another thing. It's like now these oil companies and these gas companies, they'll lose a big like check, but it's like, okay, but then start investing in electric cars.
Well, it's a big like, it's all a giant circle. Like we're all tethered to each other, unfortunately. So
it's like one thing happens, domino.
Yeah. So like if you want to enact change, you have to be willing to talk about it. First of all, I think a lot of people don't want to talk about it for whatever reason. I don't know if it's traumatizing or it's like stressful or anxiety driven. I get that, right? But that's why I said it's just we're all tied to each other. Like what happens to one of us happens to all of us at this point when it comes to the earth, because we're all living on it. So
yeah,
and like we discussed earlier, the aliens, they want nothing to do with us.
They want nothing to do with us.
They're not coming to help us.
Nope, they're not. They looked at us and they said, "Those
they
sorry
said, no,
bitches."
thank you.
They said, they looked down and they said, "Ooh,
yeah,
we did that."
Yeah,
They said we put them.
I'm sure they've been here and they were like, "Ew, I'm out."
They took one step. They took one step in California and they said, air quality,
no,
gotta go.
Immediately not. Yeah.
Well, everyone, I'm really glad we managed to finish this episode. No one got injured or hurt. The set didn't fall down. And I'm really happy because this is the first episode of I'm Screaming. Woo!
Love.
Thank you, Drew, so much for being here.
Anything for you.
Oh, do you want to tell people your socials,
yes,
any upcoming projects you might have?
Of course. You can find me at Drew Afualo on literally everything. Literally love. And then you can also watch my show, The Comment Section, which is on the same channel as Spencer's show, the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel. And yeah. Oh, you can also check out my other podcast with my sister called Two Idiot Girls.
Ooh.
And we're going on tour, babe.
All right, everybody. If you would like to watch this podcast unfold with me and Drew actually sitting next to one another, not just hearing it, you can go to the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe and comment someone that you would want me to have on my show as a guest next. Also, you can go on Spotify. You can stream it there and watch this video as well. And we're also on all streaming platforms, including Apple Music. Tune in next week and have an amazing rest of your day.